Erin Bates Paine's journey after the birth of her seventh child has been nothing short of heartbreaking, dramatic, and deeply moving. On August 25, 2025, Erin and her husband, Chad Paine, welcomed their baby boy, Henry Blythe, into the world. For the Bates family, who have shared their lives with viewers for years through their reality series, the moment should have been pure joy. But instead of heading home with a healthy newborn and a beaming mother, Erin and her family were plunged into a whirlwind of medical emergencies, hospital transfers, and emotional struggles that continue to unfold. Baby Henry's arrival was celebrated with overwhelming love. He is the couple's seventh child, a blessing to their already large family. Early updates showed that Henry was doing well physically, but that Erin had developed serious complications after labor. The family announced that Erin had endured an exhausting labor followed by a severe urinary tract infection, which quickly spread to her kidneys. This escalated into septic shock, one of the most dangerous complications anyone can face after childbirth. Her condition deteriorated rapidly, and instead of recovering quietly in the postpartum ward, she was rushed into critical care. The situation became even more frightening when Erin suffered a severe, prolonged seizure. For hours, she remained semi-conscious, her body weak and unresponsive, leaving her husband and family in agonizing fear about what would happen next. Doctors worked tirelessly to stabilize her, but the complications kept piling up. What made the ordeal even more difficult was the uncertainty. Each time Erin showed signs of improvement, another medical setback would strike, leaving her physicians struggling to find a clear diagnosis and treatment plan. This cycle of hope and despair has defined her recovery since Henry's birth. Through it all, baby Henry has been receiving special care of his own. Though he arrived strong, he has spent time in the neonatal intensive care unit, where he is closely monitored. Photos shared by family showed Henry with a small breathing tube in his nose, a detail that sent waves of concern among fans who have followed Erin's pregnancy and delivery journey. But reassuring updates emphasize that Henry is stable. He is being held, comforted, and nurtured by family members who have stepped in to help while Erin fights for her health. The Bates family, known for their close bond, have surrounded both Erin and Henry with unwavering support. Her parents, Gil and Kelly, have been spotted sitting by Henry's side in the NICU, watching over their grandson as his mother battles in intensive care. Aunts and siblings have also taken turns holding and comforting him. Her sister, Tori, was photographed tenderly cradling Henry, offering him the love and reassurance only family can provide. These images, while bittersweet, reflect the collective strength of a family united in crisis. Chad Paine has been the voice of strength throughout this ordeal, keeping loved ones and fans updated on Erin's progress. His words have been filled with gratitude and raw emotion. He has admitted that the road is long and painful, acknowledging the heartbreak of seeing his wife endure so much, yet also sharing how deeply inspiring it is to see her whisper prayers and words of faith even in her weakest moments. His messages have painted the picture of a man both burdened and uplifted, clinging to hope while carrying the weight of caring for his newborn, his children, and his wife. For Erin, the battle has been uphill every step of the way. She has undergone multiple hospital transfers, each time leaving behind familiar nurses and doctors as new teams step in to manage her condition. The constant shifting diagnoses have made it difficult for anyone, even her closest family, to fully grasp the complexity of her health crisis. At times, it seemed like she was improving, only to suffer another setback. Her parents have expressed how disorienting and devastating it has been to see her go through this cycle, describing how she recovers from one issue only to be struck by another. In the midst of the crisis, Erin experienced a deeply emotional reunion with her baby boy. After days of separation while she lay in ICU, too weak to hold her son, she was finally able to see Henry in the NICU. That moment, captured in photographs and words, was filled with gratitude and overwhelming emotion. Erin described the joy of finally holding him again as like heaven, after missing him so desperately. It was a reminder that even in the darkest chapters, there are sparks of light and joy that sustain hope.
Public reaction to Erin's situation has been enormous.
Fans of Bringing Up Bates have flooded social media with prayers, heartfelt comments, and messages of encouragement. Supporters from around the world have expressed their heartbreak at the news of her seizures and septic shock, while celebrating each small update of progress. Many have shared personal stories of their own struggles with childbirth complications, rallying together in solidarity. The outpouring of love has also extended to baby Henry, with countless fans expressing hope for his continued health and gratitude that he has the love of his extended family to carry him through this difficult start to life. The story of Erin and Henry is not just about medical battles, but about the resilience of family, the endurance of faith, and the power of community. It has shown the devastating reality that childbirth, while often joyous, can carry unimaginable risks even for young and otherwise healthy mothers. Erin's health scare is a sobering reminder of how fragile life can be, and how precious every moment is. As of now, Erin remains under specialized care, surrounded by doctors and nurses who are working tirelessly to stabilize her. Baby Henry, though still needing close monitoring, is continuing to do well in the NICU, with constant love and attention from his family. The other Paine children, 6 in total, are being cared for by relatives and friends, making sure that their lives are as steady as possible while their parents focus on recovery and survival. For longtime followers of the Bates family, this has been an emotionally heavy time, but also a demonstration of their unwavering faith. Chad's updates repeatedly reflect gratitude, not just for medical teams, but for the community that has stepped in to help with meals, childcare, and prayers. He has written about being overwhelmed by the support and generosity that has poured in, saying it has carried them through the darkest days. In moments like these, it's easy to see why Erin and Chad have become beloved figures far beyond their reality television fame. Their story resonates because it is so human: the joy of new life, the terror of complications, the fight for survival, and the strength of love. Erin's battle is not over, but her courage and the resilience of her family continue to inspire. Baby Henry may have entered the world amid chaos, but he has been enveloped in extraordinary love from the very start. His presence has already been a source of healing for Erin, a reminder of why she continues to fight through each painful setback. And for her fans and loved ones, Henry symbolizes hope that brighter days are ahead and that Erin's story is not finished. As updates continue to unfold, the world watches closely, sending love, prayers, and strength to Erin, Chad, Henry, and the entire Bates family. What remains certain is that this family is not facing this storm alone. They are buoyed by their faith, their love for each other, and the unwavering support of a global community that has rallied around them. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.